ITheir TV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
One thing about it, whether it's giving a charity or helping others, Bill's Mafia is always there.
They show up.
They do show up. We'll have that story in a little bit. Welcome in. It is 5 o'clock. You have Rachel and Ryan here with you. We're wearing our green, not because it's St. Patty's Day, but because there is green on the radar.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
Yeah, but Kate, you can't wear it, I know.
No, I can't. Not if I don't want to be invisible in front of the green wall over there. Here's what it looks like on the radar. We got a lot of green, but also we've got a lot of red, yellow, and orange. And that shows, obviously, the heavier rain. We've even had some thunderstorms roll on through here. Let me show you where the heaviest of the rain is right now, moving out of the Lewis County area, going into northern Herkimer County. Still some steadier rain from Boonville down towards Ansville, Amboy, even just north of Hastings and around Syracuse. Boy, if we picked up our fair share of rain. This is just in the last 3 hours. We've seen anywhere from 1 to 2 inches of rainfall, and so that is some very heavy rain on very dry ground, and so even some minor flash flooding going on in some locations. We have more rain on the way this afternoon after a little lull, and then after today, we're not going to see rain again for quite some time, so we're going to pick up as much as we can now. It's still warm, too, with highs in the 70s.
I feel like it's just very disrespectful, especially with...
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a very good rainy Thursday morning. Checking out the radar. We've been dealing with rain showers all night long with some heavier rain mostly pushing up to the north and east at the moment. Still dealing with some showers. We got a batch kind of hugging just south of the thruway, kind of right along 690, 481. If you have plans to be out on the roads here within the hour, just remember it's still very dark outside. All the construction going on. It may be tough to see the lines, the barriers, the cones and whatnot. So you really want to take it easy on the roads with the lower visibility, with active rain falling. And then just because of how the way the construction, the lines and the lanes are behaving right now. So just be careful about that heading out the door. Heavier, steadier rain continues to push up to the north and east. This has a history of producing about 1 to 2 inches per hour of rainfall and even some thunder. So that was our warm front that's moved through. We got our low kind of moving right on top of us. Then a little bit of a break before we have our next low, which is kind of right over Cincinnati at the moment. That moves over the northeast later on today. Then we'll have another resurgence of rain showers in here this afternoon through the early evening hours. Now, most of that rain is falling just south and east of Syracuse. Outside of the rain, it is warm. It's muggy. We're in the 70s again today. We're catching just a lot of dry time this morning, or rain-free time, I should say. It's not going to feel very dry out there. And we're dealing with some heavy, steady rain again down towards Binghamton, Norwich, Cazenovia, and deeper into the Catskills you go. Our temperatures are in the 70s this afternoon. Once we get to around the evening commute time, at least the heaviest and steadiest of the rain should be all wrapped up at this point. But we are keeping things mild, cloudy overnight. We got lows in the 60s. Got a few lingering showers tomorrow morning. Now it's super wet out there, but enough to kind of make things kind of damp, and it's kind of a murky start to the day. And then the sun is back in the afternoon, and then we're going to set up for another prolonged dry stretch of weather that's going to take us through the weekend. Highs in the mid to upper 70s, even possibly flirting with 80 at times for Sunday and Monday. And we'll keep it fairly quiet, too, through mid next week. We got temperatures in the 70s and staying dry, taking us through all the way through the beginning of October.
Okay, right now it is 5:40.
Now, your forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
All right, another check at that radar. We still have some lighter showers than what we had overnight, but still a batch of rain moving through Syracuse. Heavier rain, thunderstorms up in the North Country right now. The things are kind of weakening a little bit. We got more rain this afternoon, and then after today, we're saying goodbye to the rain for at least a week or more.
At 5:18.
Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
Right, another check at the radar. We have this cell right here produced a lot of rain. This cell right here produced as much as 1 to 2 inches of rainfall in less than an hour. So very heavy rainfall. Starting to weaken a little bit. Got another little batch of rain kind of crossing the thruway right now. We'll have a brief lull, but then we have more rain. You can see just down, a lot of this is moving just to our south and to our east, and that's mostly impacting us this afternoon, especially between about like 2, 3, 4 o'clock today. So we're expecting more of that rain. But you can see this is forecast rainfall, so this is in the next 24 hours. Does not include what has already fallen. Where you see the blues, that's a ½ inch or more, and that's more down towards Binghamton, over towards Utica, Oneonta, Delhi, and down into the Catskills with the most rain. After today, there's not much happening. A little bit tomorrow morning, and then a lot of dry time returning for the next week.
Great.
How's your rhythm on that? Any
Well,
feedback?
it was funny. At first, I was like, what are we dodoing here? I was like, oh, Sweet Caroline, I can do that. And I was like, bam, bam, bam. You know, it was fun.
She brought
Had a
it.
good time.
Well, tomorrow, CNS.
That's right. Yeah. So North Syracuse, by the way, I
North
said
Stars.
think big. It's the largest suburban school district in central New York.
That's right.
I know.
You know, yeah.
I know.
Well, welcome in. It is 5:31. The gang is here, and after a pattern of dry, we are in kind of a pattern of wet right now.
But not for long.
Not for long. It was a little too much, too fast for my liking. But, you know.
You never say that with the sun.
Exactly. But you know what? We need the rain. I have to
do.
keep reminding myself that we need the rain, we need the rain, we need the rain. Because after today, it's going to be hard to come by again for like another 1 to 2 week stretch. So let's take you through on the radar at the moment. So we're dealing with some rains passing through Syracuse again, moving across the thruway. So I was said earlier, like just be careful if you have a morning commute that's before sunrise. With all the construction going on, with how dark it is and the roads are wet, it may be tough to see the lines in the lane. So just take it easy on the roads. Make sure your headlights are on and going, especially after sunrise. We've got more rain coming at us again this afternoon.
We're waking up on the...
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. We got a live view right now from the Energy Saver Skynet 9 camera out over downtown Syracuse. A cloudy, murky, wet start to our day. We've been dealing with rain overnight, coming down pretty heavy at times, too. It is currently raining at the Syracuse airport. We're sitting at 66 degrees at the moment. Dew point temperatures are also in the upper 60s. So it is a muggy start to our day again. And we are dealing with more rain showers. Now, the heaviest and steadiest of the rain that we had overnight has moved out of here. We're left with just some lighter scattered showers coming down a little steady over towards the village of Liverpool, going up towards Bridgeport, Cicero, right along this Oneida Lake is right there. That's where we had some of our heaviest rain that happened overnight, about 1 to 2 inches of rainfall in a very short amount of time. That cell is now moving up into the Adirondacks, into northern Herkimer counties, and eventually going to be dealing with some, we even have some thunderstorms going on up in the Adirondacks, but that's the warm front. And here's our cold front right here. We got another low down over Cincinnati. And so all this is still going to keep our weather unsettled today with more opportunities of rain happening right in the middle part of the afternoon today. Right between about 12 and 3 o'clock is our next best chance for rain. The heaviest and steadiest, we're anticipating that to land just to the south and east, but it's still warm today and it's still humid too with those highs in the low to mid 70s. So let's take it through on the time cast. So we have a bit of a lull in the rain happening from now through lunch, where we still have some showers nearby, but not a lot of active rain until we get to midday. Then things are kind of filling back in here. So having your rain jackets, umbrellas on standby, not a bad idea. You have the heaviest rain from Binghamton to Norwich, over near Cazenovia, Oneida, Utica, Rome. Not as heavy from Watertown and along the lakeshore to Oswego, but still kind of wet and damp. Dealing with this a little bit of a breeze at times this afternoon. And then things are gradually drying out. Late tonight, tomorrow morning, it's still damp. We're still dealing with a few lingering showers, not a lot, but enough to still keep things kind of wet outside. And then once we get past lunchtime, the sun is back and we're looking good. And this is going to set us up for another prolonged dry stretch of weather. We're talking probably a week or more after we get through tomorrow morning. Starting this weekend, beautiful. We have all the fall activities happening, and so if you're planning on doing anything, going apple picking, pumpkin picking, you got a fabulous weekend for it. It's warm, but still very nice, and we are still keeping things dry and sunny through the start of October.
Forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
Alrighty, off to school today. I'm not giving it the highest of marks around here. We got to see this morning. It's wet, and then it just kind of goes downhill. Recess might be a little tough unless you can get some breaks in the showers, but after school, it's looking kind of rainy again in the 70s.
It is just about
Minimum. And that will linger into the evening hours. Most of it, though, is staying just down to the south and east. At least the heaviest of the rain is just out of the area. And so we'll pick up probably at least another quarter to a half inch on top of the rain that has already fallen. After tomorrow morning, we're saying bye-bye to the rain again. Probably another week or more until we see rain showers again.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Not mad at it. Okay, let's go to our question of the day. It is National Comic
SYR TV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
They may drink a little too much and jump through flaming tables, but that Bill's Mafia, I tell you, good people.
They are. Going strong. That's a great that in just a couple minutes. Good morning to you. Welcome in 6 o'clock on a Thursday, September 25th.
Yeah, we're almost done with September. Hard to believe. And Kate says we're almost done with this rain. Almost.
Almost. Got to get through today, a little bit tomorrow morning, and then get another dry streak coming at us. But let's get through this rain we're dealing with this morning. We had some very heavy rain overnight. Some of you saw over 1.5 inches of rain just since midnight. And we're still dealing with some steadier rain pushing north of Syracuse at the moment, with the heavier rain continuing in parts of Lewis County and on up into the Adirondacks. So that's just part one. We got part two still to get through here this afternoon. Now, most of that rain is hanging out south and east of Syracuse, but we're still seeing our fair share of rain showers. Still warm, still muggy. And then after today, it's not going to be a whole lot of rain left, and that will take us into October. We'll have more on that coming up in a few minutes.
I feel like it should...
Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Hey, good morning, everybody. The Energy Saver Sky at 9 camera in downtown Auburn showing how things are wet. Not really raining at the moment, but we had a good, healthy dose of rain overnight for some of you. As much as 1 to 2 inches fell in as little as about an hour. So we even had some minor flash flooding in some spots, but some lighter rain showers in the immediate Syracuse, Central New York area. Still dealing with some of these showers up 81, the 481 interchange going up 81 into the North Country. Still have some heavier bands of rain in northern Oneida County. The heaviest of the rain, this cell right here, is what really caused some of the issues for some spots in the area. Even had a history of lightning. It's because of the warm front. Remember, we always say you never trust a warm front. That's why. All right, so there's a little bit of a lull. Not much happening right here, but then this is our next batch of rain. I do think this is going to track kind of just to our south and to our east. So additional rainfall for today. The timing is going to be between about noon and 5 o'clock today. And we're expecting the most rain to fall to areas south and east. We see the purples. That's down into like the Catskills, Delaware, Sullivan, Orange counties. Otherwise, not a whole lot happening from now until the end of the day. We'll pick up about another quarter to maybe a half inch of rainfall widespread in some of the higher amounts down to the south and east. Norwich is one of the spots that could see a lot more rain today. High temperatures, it's still warm. Still going for those highs between 70 and 75 for today. It's still muggy too. We got the high dew points, and that's really helping this rain out as well. You can see how things are filling back in midday. There's the oranges and the reds and the yellows. So the heavier rain is just out of our viewing area. Not by much, but it's mostly south and east, down towards the Catskills and the southern tier. Not much happening along the lakeshore from Sodus, Oswego to Watertown. And in Syracuse, we're just going to keep things kind of cloudy, damp. We still have a few lingering showers hanging on tomorrow morning. Not a lot of rain, but there's still some rain hanging on. And then eventually we'll dry things out. The sun comes back, and we're ending the day tomorrow on a high note, 70s again. A little breezy at times, but nice and dry and sunny. Still a few showers hanging on up in the North Country. But then after that, things look pretty good. If you have any plans to be outside today, apple picking, pumpkin picking, fall photo, anything you got going on, absolutely beautiful. Even if it's just tailgating at SU, looking good on Saturday. The dry weather is going to take us all the way through the end of September and the beginning of October. It could be more than a week until we see rain again.
I'll be tailgating for that game.
There you go.
And I'm bringing the baby, too. So
you are?
we'll see how that goes.
Oh, fun times.
I know.
She's brave.
Risky business.
Yeah, but you know what? All the SU fans, they'll love hanging out with Brooklyn.
Now, your forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
Okay, we got the radar. Still dealing with a little bit of rain, not much. A lot of it is pushing north of the thruway. Then we're catching a brief break before more rain is filling in. Already starting to see storms filling back in towards Binghamton. And so our low, just kind of keeping it cloudy, damp when it's not raining. And then when it is, we still have our temperatures in the 70s today, though.
Your forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
Kind of the big picture radar going on here. So the heavy rain that we had overnight is now lifting up to the north. We got another storm just moving into Binghamton right now. A lot more rain still down to our south to get in here, and that's happening mid-afternoon through the early evening. The forecast track for the heaviest of the rain, though, is to stay just south and east of Syracuse, closer towards Binghamton, southern tier, Catskills, but even into parts of the Mohawk Valley. This does include a little bit of Oneida and Madison County with as much as a ½ inch to an inch of rainfall. After today, though, we have little to no rain coming at us for quite some time, at least through mid next week and possibly all the way into next weekend. We're going to give you the latest on the tropics. So we are now up to Tropical Storm Umberto. It is out, still well out into the Atlantic Ocean, taking its sweet time, most likely just going to be a fish storm, but causing some rip currents up and down the East Coast. In case you're keeping track at home, we do have another storm that will likely become Imelda in the next 24 to 48 hours. So we're about halfway through the list. It's about, average for this time of year to be around the HIJKL. Right around
Can't wait till it gets to Karen and all the memes you're going to see. Hurricane Karen.
Yeah, it's bound to happen.
Pretty good.
Yeah, they'll be really good. The internet will not disappoint on that one. Let's see if we are playing Sweet Caroline on the drums. Nobody brought the bass like you there, Kate.
Oh, yeah.
Where are we going tomorrow?
We're heading to Cicero, North Syracuse tomorrow. CNS.
Home of the
our
North Stars.
4th week of Friday Morning Lights.
Did she make it? She did?
That one
Yeah.
she did.
Oh.
The practice one she made it. The first TV she didn't, and then the second TV she did.
Well, thank God we're rolling on the practice one. All right, well, join us tomorrow for that. Before we get to tomorrow, though, we got to talk about today. We got to talk about some rain.
Yeah, but it's not going to last long.
No, after today, we got probably a week, maybe two, of no rain.
I like that.
We're back California weather.
I know.
Love
I'm
it.
looking forward to that because I don't like this soggy weather we're dealing with this morning.
Same.
It was a little too much too fast. We needed the rain, but we didn't need the minor flash flooding. Could have done without that, but that's okay. We are dealing with just a little bit of rain at the moment. We do have another batch of some storms coming into Binghamton at the moment, but you can see there's not a ton happening, but this is just in the past 6 hours. So where you see the yellows, that's about an inch to even up to 2 inches in some spots near Constantia, and that fell in a very short amount of time, within an hour, and so that caused some ponding and some minor flash flooding problems, but things are looking better now. Just be careful on the roads. It's still very dark outside, all the construction. We got more rain returning this afternoon.
Thanks a lot, Kate.
Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Hey, good morning, everybody. We got a live view right now from the Energy Saver Sky at 9 camera. This is in Baldwinsville, looking out over Route 31. You got Hickory Hill Golf Course across the street from Liverpool Pool and Spa, and it was a wet one. We got some pretty heavy rain overnight. 66 right now at the airport. We have humidity that is high up there. This is observed rainfall just since midnight, and that's when our rain really came in and came down hard. We had one cell in particular that dumped a lot of rain in a very short amount of time, where you see kind of the reds. I know it's a little hard behind the boxes here, but Camden saw over 1.5 inches of rain, and that fell within an hour. And so we even had some minor flash flooding going on in some spots right through here. So just a heads up as you're heading out the door this morning. Things are wet, but at least that cell in particular has moved out now up into the Adirondacks. We got a cluster of storms moving into Binghamton right now. This one is pretty much going to track right along I-88. Otherwise, we're in a little bit of a lull right now. We have just some light scattered showers. It's damp. It's dreary this morning. It's still dark. We still got about 10 minutes or so before sunrise. Steadier pockets of rain in southern Lewis County going up into the Adirondacks. That's where you'll find some of the little heavier pockets of rain. But we're not done with the rain just yet. This is just kind of round one. So this area of low pressure is moving up to the north. We still got this one right here that's tracking out of Cincinnati, and this will move just to our south and to our east. Still expecting some of that steadier rain to form again this afternoon, eventually tapering off after about the evening commute. But you can see the heaviest of the rain, or at least the most, where you see the blues and purples, is down to the south and east of Syracuse. And so around central New York, we'll pick up about another quarter to about 1/2 inch of rain at the most. It's still warm today, too. We got those highs in the mid-70s today, so it's not a cold rain. It's warm, it's muggy outside. When it's not raining, it's cloudy, it's damp, it's wet outside. So we're dealing with more of this rain filling back in this afternoon. Not a lot happening along the lake shore. A lot of it is from Syracuse to down towards maybe Lake Oneonta, Delhi, down towards the Catskills, and then we're still left with a cloudy, foggy night. Still a few lingering showers early tomorrow morning, and then we'll gradually dry things out, and that sun comes back tomorrow afternoon, and then we are looking fabulous for the weekend. Any of your outdoor plans, you are good to go. We're being treated to another 10 out of 10 with mid-70s. So yeah, it's a bit warm. We're apple picking in shorts again this weekend, but you know, that's okay.
It's okay.
It's better than the snow.
Yeah, and for tailgating at the game,
yeah,
better than the rain and snow and cold.
Good.
Done. Proceed.
Let's go to our question of the day.
Now, your forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
All right, we had some heavy rain overnight. Things are a little lighter now before we'll pick up some rain again this afternoon. It's still warm and muggy in the 70s. We are dealing with plenty of rain overnight. Lighter rain showers happening right now. We've got a cluster of storms happening down towards Binghamton, but it is wet, it is damp and dreary outside. We've got more rain returning this afternoon, coming down a little steady at times, especially south and east of Syracuse. We're still warm and muggy today with those highs in the 70s. Waking up cloudy, foggy, damp tomorrow morning, a few morning showers, and then the sun is back, and then we're saying bye-bye-bye to the rain for at least a week or more, starting this weekend, taking us all the way through next week, and even next weekend looking pretty good, too. So not too shabby for all the fall things we want to do.
Which is
I like
great,
that.
because remember, last year, it was like we couldn't buy a Saturday without rain.
Every
and
Saturday in
all the
October,
fall
so forget
festivals
it,
were just tough.
No, this is great.
So this is fantastic. Shorts and pumpkins. Come on now.
Love it.
Have yourself a fantastic day.